Hi, Kirk. Just a assessment of the day. A lot of turnovers. It seemed like it was hard for you to get going what you wanted to get going today.
Yeah, turnovers hurt us, and didn't have that many plays even in the first half because of the turnovers. And we were doing some good things at times, but couldn't get into a rhythm, couldn't get going, and we weren't happy with the result.
What happened on that first interception, the one that overthrew to Deshaun?
Yeah, you just said it was just an overthrow. The ball was high.
You said at the time, or were you just running off the move? Did you feel the pressure? Like, going from that pass, how were you trying to get that completion going to Jackson? How were you moving around in the pocket to make that pass?
Yeah, I just saw him open and just tried to quickly, reset to get the ball to him, and the ball just went a little high.
You really took a pounding out there today. What factor did protection have in the outcome, the offense's, I guess, lack of success, and what's your level of concern about Trent Williams' knee, I guess it is?
Yeah, I don't even know about Trent. Haven't even been able to gain any information to comment. When you get behind and you have to throw the ball and drop back as much as we had to do, and they know that as well, it puts you in a disadvantaged position. They're going to pass rush and pin their ears back, and it gives them an opportunity for a lot more sacks and hits and that kind of a thing. So it played into their hands. But credit them for having a great pass rush and getting after us pretty much the majority of the game.
Deal with the roller coaster that an NFL season is, because last week you guys were about as high as you can get, and this week has to be pretty humbling.
Yeah, I mean, that's the NFL. Every week is its own season, if you will, and you try to go 1-0 each week. And if you go 0-1, you come back the next week and try to go 1-0 again. So they all count one, whether you lose 44-16, whatever it might have been, and whether you win, 40 whatever to 14 like we did last week. They all count one. So we'll get back to work for the Giants, and certainly, again, like after the Patriots game, have an edge to us and feel like we have something to prove.
A couple of sack fumbles today. That's just a matter of evolving pocket awareness that you got to get better with.
I don't think so. The corner came free. We got a guy who can pick him up, and so if he comes free, there's not a whole lot I can do. And on the other one, I'm just getting through my read and take my hand off the ball to make the throw, and if it gets stripped, it gets stripped. So there's certainly ways I can improve in my pocket movement and mobility on those two. I'd have to go back and watch it before I could comment as to whether that would be an example.
His touchdown, so it's 14-14. How were you feeling offensively? I mean, a couple big plays there, but the running game obviously wasn't going. I mean, did you feel like you're in a solid place, or did you feel like you hadn't done to that point what you needed to do to ultimately win the game?
I think we just try to take it one play at a time, and we don't try to forecast, based on what we did the last 4 plays, how are we going to do the next 3 quarters. I think we just go out there and play one play at a time. We felt like we had good plays, felt like we had done some good things to that point. We had 2 possessions, I think, at that point, and one ended in an interception, but Deshaun was open and would have converted the first down if the ball was thrown more accurately, and the other one was a touchdown. So at that point, we had done good things, moved the football well, and it was just a matter of getting the run game going, which didn't end up happening.
We got here a little late. Sorry if this question's been asked, but the road struggles just continues to be an issue. What's your take on why you guys continue to struggle on the road?
Well, we played a good football team today. They're undefeated for a reason. Nobody's come in here and won this year. So while we haven't won on the road, nobody else has come in here and beat them on the road either. So I don't think we're alone in that regard. We play some good football teams on the road, but we're all looking for a road game, for a road win, and it'll be important to get a few here before the season's over to give us a chance.
Kirk, you throw an interception, then you come back, you hit Garcon for 17, and then you hit D-Jax for the big 56-yarder. What's been the change in you being able to have that ice in your veins and put that mistake away and be able to come back out and not be gun-shy?
Well, I'm not gun-shy because last year when I threw picks, I threw more. If you were gun-shy, you would be throwing incompletions because you're scared to throw more. So I think I was the opposite of gun-shy. I threw a pick and I said, I got to make up for that. I'm going to go, try to do more and try to get us back in the game, and it resulted in more interceptions. So it's really the opposite of gun-shy. I think as you play more and you get more experienced, you say, okay, I know we're down 44-14, but I'm not going to try to get it all back in one play. I'm going to try to just take my completions, take what they give me, and be a little more patient. And you avoid the turnovers, but unfortunately, we weren't able to get back in the game. So finding that balance is the magic deal that every quarterback's trying to find between being aggressive and taking what they give you. And as I play longer, I'll get a better feel for it.
Kirk, coming into the game, what was your biggest concern about the Panthers' defense, and how would you say it played out today?
Well, we felt like they had some really good individual players, and they had a good scheme. They disguised coverages well. They have several Pro Bowlers. As we've alluded to, they're undefeated for a reason. It doesn't just happen on accident. So they have great players and a great scheme. They execute it well, and they have several guys who have been playing in this system now for several years, and you see the fruit of that in the way they've played all season. So, it's a place where we would like to get to over time, to develop that kind of a talent and experience.
Kurt, now that you have played against that defense and you've seen that defense, they're fast, they're physical. How does that help you guys moving forward with your remaining schedule?
Well, I think it'll give us an edge in our preparation this week, knowing how much we fell short today. And as I said earlier, you go 1-0 each week. Just because we got it handed to us doesn't mean that it counts for more or less. I mean, it's 1-0 whether we had lost by a point or by as many as we did. So you go back to work and just try to win the next one. And we saw what a great football team they are, and certainly that's where we're trying to get to.